Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into my Goody Haul report for the second week of July of 2012. Today is Wednesday, July 11th, which is on the eve of the annual San Diego Comic-Con. Unfortunately, I will yet again not be able to attend this year. While it would have been nice to have seen all the neat and cool goodies at San Diego, I have a pretty good reason for not attending this year. I have my sights set on a much bigger and cooler goodie, which is going to be here pretty soon, right around the same time as San Diego Comic-Con. So I'll be focusing on getting this really neat goodie instead of going to the convention. Now, I can't share what this goodie is until everything is in place, but once it is, I'll be happy to show and share with everyone what this cool goodie is. It's really, really neat. Now, also around this time, every year that I don't go to San Diego Comic-Con, I usually go on what I call my San Diego Comic-Con Envy trip. It's basically a trip to all the stores where I can find goodies because I can't go to San Diego to do it. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that this year as well because of this really cool goodie. But I might be able to schedule some time this weekend to do a little bit, but not as big as previous years. But to get started with this Goody Haul report, I have a whole bunch of small goodies, pretty small. I would say the majority of them are about 4 inches or less. There are very few goodies that are the size of this right here. And we have here, by the way, is a Batman series, Swamp Raider. And this is a line I've always been looking at when it came out earlier this year. It doesn't seem to be based on an animated series. It seems to be a filler line in between Batman series, I'm guessing. But it looks very anime-ish, or animated, I should say. And it's a pretty neat line. It's geared primarily toward kids. There are various renditions of the Batman character, but what's really cool about this Batman line is the villains and the non-Batman characters. Well, certain Batman characters are pretty nice. There are references to the classics Detective Batman and the modern Batman, and even, I think, a homage to the Man-Bat character. But the real neat thing about this Batman line are the villains and the non-Batman figures. And I've always looked at them, always passed on them, but I decided to pick them up after I saw this one particular character. And I'm gonna go ahead and start picking up these Batman figures because they look pretty neat. They're, of course, limited in articulation, but they are really cool designs. And this one here is, of course, Killer Croc, and it's a pretty neat figure. He has I guess an attachable tail, and is a pretty big character compared to the other Batman figures in this line. And I got this one at Walmart and paid about $9 for this set. Now, the one that really was the deciding factor in me picking up these figures was this figure here. And this is a Dual Destruction Two-Face. Now, that's a really nice looking figure designed primarily for kids. And it's a really neat looking figure. Of course, you still have limited articulation, especially at the shoulders, hips, and really no articulation what looks like at the knees or feet and at the wrist. But still, a really neat looking Two-Face figure. I did not expect to see a Two-Face figure in this line. I was just really expecting to see multitudes of Batman variations, but really neat to see a Two-Face, and this is what really decided for me to pick up these figures. And there is a Robin figure here as well that I'm interested in. Here's a one of the more classic Batman designs, and I do want to pick up the blue and gray Batman. And I also want to pick up the Mr. Freeze. He seems to be harder to find though. But really neat design. These stand about, I like to say, 6, almost 7 inches tall. So nice size figure for a decent price. Now I got this one at Walmart as well for $9. So pretty decent figure. Now the only other larger figure compared to the rest of the goodies that I've gotten is this one here. This is the Marvel Legends, I guess, big time Spider-Man figure. Now it looks like that Hasbro has released a revision, I guess a wave of these Marvel Legends to include the harder to find big type Spider-Man and the Mask Dawkins figures. And I've read on posts that they were showing up primarily at Walmart, and I was able to find this one at Target, so looks like Target is stocking these as well. And this here was $15, and it's actually a much better figure than I've seen pictures and videos of. I was really having low expectations of this big time Spider-Man, but once I saw it in person, it's actually, to me, not too bad. I personally actually like it. I do like the glow effect on here, and it doesn't look as bad as what some folks have been saying. And I think it's actually pretty decent. So I'm glad I was able to find this and pick this up. I did pick up a Mask Dawkins figure, but that went out to a friend. So they are out in stores. You just have to really, I guess, get there when they stock them, because they're pretty sure gonna go quick. So I was able to find this at Target. Now on to the rest of my goodies here, which are all pretty small compared to the first 3 I just shown, but I was able to find this at Target as well. And this is the Mario Kart Wii I guess Bowser mini figure. Now, I was always on the fence of seeing these. I always saw the little box that had all the Marios, Luigis, and Yoshis, but never found a Bowser. And I think that these are harder to find. I'm not even sure. I think there may be one to a box. I'm not sure, because when I went to Target, I happened to see a full box of these mini figures, and I could only find this one Bowser, so pretty happy to find it. And I did not want to pick them up until I did find a Bowser, so now that I have a Bowser, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the rest of the mini figures, because they're not expensive at all. They're only about $3. And to have Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi to finally go with this Bowser, I'll be pretty happy. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the rest of these. But pretty hard to find these guys. Now over at Walmart, I was able to find some neat goodies. I was able to find this here. I picked this up. This is the Ultra Posable Spider-Man. Now, this is a figure that is probably the best one in line due to its articulation, and they're not rare or anything. You can find them at most retailers, but with the hype of the Spider-Man movie, I decided to go ahead and pick him up and take a look at this particular 4-inch figure. Now, I noticed that this particular Spider-Man doesn't have the gold-colored eyes that are like the movie version of Spider-Man here, or at least on the reboot. So I decided to pick up this one here. This is the Lizard Trap Spider-Man, which happens to have yellowish, not really gold eyes. I don't know if I'll do a head swap. Either that, or I'll just paint the eyes on this and give this to Munchkin number 2. I'm not sure, but I picked it up just in case I ever decided to do a head swap on there. So, but these figures are about $8-9 each at most retailers, and I got this one, 2 at Walmart. So, pretty neat. And what I was also able to find at a different Walmart are these. These are the Avengers 4-inch figures of Black Widow and Hawkeye. Was really getting kind of disappointed because I've seen posts of people finding these, yet I was not able to find these guys for weeks, and finally found a couple of these figures here. And really happy to finally get them, especially this Black Widow, because compared to the rest of the 4-inch Avengers, she's way more articulated than the other Avengers figures. And also I'm really happy to get Hawkeye, because that's a really decent looking Hawkeye figure, a movie Hawkeye figure. So I'm actually tempted to pick up the rest of the Avengers 4-inch figures. I only have, I think, an unmasked Cap and a Loki, but now that I have these two guys, I probably will pick up the rest of the 4-inch movie Avengers figures. So, and these are, I think, are $8, almost $9 a piece, and just finally happy to finally see these two available. This is the only time I've seen them so far. And they just really are difficult to find. So, at a comic shop, I was able to pick up this over the weekend. This is the Captain America, the first Avenger of Captain America and Red Skull, which is pretty cool. Now, the comic shop had a sale going on after the 4th of July. On I think it was Saturday and Sunday, they had 20% off of their toys, so I decided to go ahead and pick this up here. And I really like the Red Skull, because that head is, or face, is actually removable to reveal the Red Skull underneath. And I think that's actually pretty neat on there. And got this for about I think $7 after the discount, so that's kind of cool. Over at a Toys R Us, I was able to find some neat items. I was able to pick up these here. Now, these are minifigures of the Power Rangers Samurai. I've been following more of the, I guess, the Samurai Sentai versions, the Shinkenja versions of the Power Rangers Samurai. I should say the original versions. And I saw these at the store and couldn't resist picking them up. They also had a sale, buy one get one 50% off, and I was able to pick up, I guess these are Mega Ranger versions of the Power Rangers, of the Gold Ranger, the Green Ranger, and the Red Ranger. And these were $6, but I was able to get one of these for basically $3, so pretty neat deal. And really like the accessories that come with these minifigures. And I'm hoping that they will produce the rest of the Ranger team. I didn't see any of the others, but I'm hoping that they will. Now, I know that I think it's the pink Mega Ranger is available in the blind packs, at least in the first series of those. So made you go through the blind packs to see if I can pick one of those up, if they don't release a version of the blue, yellow, and pink versions of these Mega Ranger Power Ranger minifigs. So, but pretty cool, and I think it's actually kind of neat. Now, I was also able to find this at Toys R Us. This is the Cyberverse the Ultra Magnus figure here. And I don't know if you saw my previous Goody Haul report, but I did pick up the previous two from this particular wave. And at the time, I wasn't sure if there was a third one or not. And indeed, there is a third version from the wave, and this is the Ultra Magnus. So I was glad to find this one here. And this is actually a pretty detailed figure. I really like the look of this Ultra Magnus in the smaller form, the Cyberverse form there. So that's actually kind of neat. And this was, I believe, $11 at Toys R Us. over at another Toys R Us, I was able to pick up this. And this is a mini mates of the Wolfman and Larry Talbot. Now this is one I picked up because it was on sale for only, I think it was $3. I think the first wave of these Universal Monsters mini mates were on sale. And I went ahead and picked up this here. Now I've seen later, I guess, re-releases of these. They weren't on sale though, so I didn't pick them up. But I may, if I can't find any more of the Wave 1s that are on sale here, on clearance I should say. But pretty cool of Wolfman and Larry Talbot there. And I did visit a Target because I had heard and read that Target was having, I guess, a clearance on their clearance items, and I decided to check it out, and I was able to find just a few neat goodies here. Really great prices, and these are all small little goodies here. I was able to find some more of the 4-inch Redikai figures here. And this one here is of a Skarashnaz. I don't know what this character is, but it looks like a spider. And I believe is one of the harder to find figures from that first wave of figures that Redikai released in the 4-inch scale. And this was on clearance, or it was already on clearance, but then reduced further on clearance. You could see it was originally $5.99 and clearance to $4. And Kmart, I think this is national. Anything that's on clearance is an extra 50% off. So I got this guy for $2. Which is really cool. So especially for one of the harder to find figures from the first wave of Redikai. And I also picked up a Metanoid for $2, even though the clearance price is at $5. It should have been $2.50, but it rang up for $2. So this adds to my growing army of smaller Metanoids. So that's pretty neat. And finally, I was able to pick up this set here, which is based off the Captain America First Avenger movie. It looks like Cap on a motorcycle here, and this was clearance down to $3.50, and was able to get it down to $1.75 with that sale. So pretty neat to have a minifig of Cap there and a motorcycle for this cheaper price. So. This is my casual peek into my Goody Haul for the second week of July of 2012. I'll have to see if I'll be going on my San Diego Comic-Con Envy trip this weekend. And if I do, I'll post another Goody Haul report once I guess, recover from that. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you guys next time.